Here we go. Q&A time. Here we go. Hey guys, it's Bridget, and the last Q&A was so successful, I thought, why not do another one? So I'm kind of excited because these questions are less sort of like nitty-gritty personal, but like you'll definitely get to know me a little bit better with these questions. So if you asked a question on Instagram, thank you. I'm excited to answer your questions. Here we go. First question, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Love this question. Honestly, I'd want to like travel more and like see more places before I made like a big decision like this. But at this point in my life, if I could live anywhere in the world, I really enjoyed Paris when we visited there. And I feel like sometimes when you travel in Europe, it can be kind of intimidating if you've never been there before. And I was pretty nervous to go to Paris because I'd heard that like people in Paris are like, don't really like Americans and stuff, but I had a great time. It helps that my husband speaks French, so like we could like get around and ask people things and stuff like that. So I loved Paris. I would totally live there in a heartbeat. I also really loved London. And that's funny too because when we went there, I didn't really expect to love it as much as I did. And that was another one of those cities where it wasn't intimidating at all. Everyone was so nice and I could totally see myself living there. So those are both cities, but I could also see myself living in like a French villa in the middle of the French countryside or something. That would be really cool too. Okay, Emily asked, what's your favorite flower? I love your videos. Thank you for watching them. My favorite flower, I have a lot of favorite flowers, but the two tops I would say are hydrangeas and calla lilies, and orange calla lilies were actually my wedding flower. Totally Tara asks, what is your all-time favorite novel? I love your videos, you're the best. No, you're the best. Thank you for watching my videos. All-time favorite novel. The first one that comes to mind is definitely The Diary of Anne Frank. It's just one of those, sometimes you read a book at a certain time in your life and it's just, like if you'd read that book at any other time in your life, it wouldn't have had the same effect on you and it wouldn't have stuck with you. But I read The Diary of Anne Frank when I was about Anne's age and it just really struck a chord with me. And also on my dad's side, we lost a lot of family members in the Holocaust and his whole family is Jewish. And so it was just a very like, a story that touched me, and I ended up playing Anne Frank in the play, and her story is just one that's really stuck with me, and The Diary of Anne Frank is my all-time favorite book. Abigail asked, what is your holy grail skincare item? Also, what is your favorite thing to do in the summer? Okay, answer your first question. Holy grail skincare item. This is tricky because my skin has definitely changed a lot, even in just the last 5 years, and when I get a routine going that's really working for my skin, suddenly it stops working and I have to add new things or try new things. So it's sort of like a constant process of just finding what's gonna work for my skin. But the thing that's really been consistent, especially in the last 6 months, has been my cleanser, which is absolutely amazing, and it's actually from my dad's skincare line. And I'll leave some information to it down below, but it's basically just a salicylic acid cleanser, but the specific ingredients and things in his just seem to really agree with my skin and really keeps the texture of my skin nice, whereas before I was having lots of bumps underneath, even if they weren't active zits or things, it wasn't really great. But now that I've been using that, the texture of my skin is really nice. Obviously, I still have the occasional breakout and things, but that cleanser has really kept most everything at bay. And then your second question was, what is your favorite thing to do in the summer? To be honest, guys, summer isn't my favorite season. Fall is, but favorite thing to do in the summer is probably like barbecue with friends and just have nothing to do. I think it's funny because now that like I'm an adult and not in school, summer doesn't have the same like excitement as it did when you're in school, you know, where it's like summer break, like you don't have to do anything. Like now in the summer, it's like I still work, but I guess I would say barbecuing because I love to eat, I love to cook, and I love being with friends. Turtle Zip, I love her profile pic is a minion with like a tankini top on. Very cute. They asked, what is one big regret you have from when you were younger? Dang, girl, deep questions. One big regret you have when you were little. So if you don't know, my family, we moved around a lot when I was a kid. I was born in Oakland, California, but I lived in Tennessee, and Virginia, and Nebraska, and Alabama, so I moved around a lot. And I think one of the regrets I have is that, especially my move from Nebraska to Alabama, I was ending middle school and moving to high school, and I regret not keeping in touch with those friends that I'd made there. I think I really could have done a better job of that. And I mean, now that we have Facebook and stuff, like I see what they're doing and everything, and but obviously we sort of lost that connection that we had. And I feel like middle school is such a crazy time where like the friends you made there, you've been through a lot together. So I kind of wish I'd kept in better contact with those people, I guess. So yeah, that's the regret I have. Last question, can we see photos from your wedding? I'd love to see how your style translated to the big day. That's a really cool question. I will insert some wedding photos here. Here's a couple wedding photos. I would say my style has changed a little bit since my wedding. I got married almost 4 years ago on my 20th birthday in Marquette, Michigan. So I was 20, I was young when I got married, and I would say my style's changed a little bit, but when it comes to my wedding, there's nothing really that I would change. It was the perfect day, and I loved everything about it. So here's a few photos if you want to see them. Thank you guys so much for asking questions. If you want to leave other questions for future videos down below, I'd love to hear from you guys, and let me know if you still enjoy these Q&A videos and enjoy me just like talking about random things. Yeah, feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe so you don't miss new videos from me every Wednesday and Friday. Stay bougie, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.